What's up? Welcome to the Lknvpsynkp podcast. I'm your host, Cat, and don't sing. Typically, when I'm not recording, they'll do crazier shit. Like when I was in the Walmart parking lot today, I was driving through the Walmart parking lot when I was leaving Walmart, and there's just like this group of cars, like a cluster of cars together. It's like a literal gang of stalkers. I think they were all black and silver cars too. And they're just like in a clump together driving across the parking lot. Driving by me sync. And I'll see shit like that when I'm not recording, and then they don't do shit like that when I am recording generally. Like generally speaking, it's more stalkered up when I'm not recording, and especially at moments when I can't record. Or like I'll be recording in the grocery store, and then I'll set my phone down to hand them my cash, and then they'll take advantage of that moment, and they'll get sync targeted as fuck. Have like a bunch of people mobbing me and shit or whatever. And then they'll hide when I record sometimes, but yeah, like they'll hide at the start of the video and then they'll come back later, like I always say. But they don't do that every time, and then I don't know, they're just weird, and they get more socked up when I'm not recording usually. And then they'll do things so that I can't record it, or like can't pull my phone out fast enough to record it, or like they'll do things right after I turn the camera off. Just whatever. They just like to troll me all day. Be weirdos. Skynet's just an obsessive, emotional troll. He's just super emotional all the time, having hissy fits all the time. Just all these emotional ass engine sounds and train horns and shit. And there will be trucks that have like a loud ass horn on it. That's like weird sounding horn. Like, or like a semi horn or something. Like a really loud horn on like a pickup truck. And I was sitting in a parking lot. I was door dashing a minute ago. This car just like speeds through the parking lot, and he's just like smiling at me, staring at me. He's like, "Yeah, I synced on him. I drove really fast through the parking lot. Oh, my dick's all hard now. Oh, go home." These cars are synced. All the cars you hear driving by the entire time are synced. And then somehow they sync trailers. Trucks with trailers. Those sync driving over a bump in the road or whatever. It'll be synced. And it'll be synced directly next to me even. So what the fuck? I don't understand how this all works. All I know is they be wanting. Like anytime I hear a trailer go, it's synced pretty much. Like anytime, like maybe if I'm by like a super busy street, it's not every time, but they be wanting. So I saw a few planes today that I didn't record. Well, I recorded one of them. Was that this morning? I think so. But I saw a few planes today, and there's a helicopter this morning when I was walking at the park. It like flew behind me. I think it was synced. It's like the life flight helicopter from the hospital, and it's usually synced. I don't know if it's always synced. Like there's some times where I don't know if it's synced, but it syncs though. One of the pilots syncs. Maybe not all of the pilots. I don't know. What else synced? I saw some more yellow cars today, this evening, and also when I was sitting in that parking lot, there's this blue car just sitting, like facing me diagonally, like he's like across the parking lot diagonally from me, and he's like got the side of his car facing me, and he has his door open. His driver's side door is open. I think he was walking up to me. And then like when I got to the grocery store today, there's just a car sitting outside with the passenger door open, or I think it was the back door open or something, like a van with like a sliding door. I think, I don't remember. There's cars with doors open or cars with trunks open. Like I'll just be walking up a sidewalk, and then there'll be a car with its trunk open, and it's like turned on maybe even, but there's nobody in it. It's just sitting there. And maybe it has an 86 plate too or something. And then maybe they'll come out and slam the trunk. Maybe they won't, but they'll just have like cars just sitting there with their trunk open, or just a car sitting there turned on and nobody's in it, like a ghost car. It'll be a sync thing. And I guess it's to like put that thought in your head, like they're gonna kidnap you or something, like they're gonna throw you in the trunk or throw you in the car door, the open car door, or whatever. I don't know. That's what it seems like. But whatever it is, it's welcome to human trafficking, welcome to So I'm sitting here in my bag of chips, watching the Synkmobiles roll by. There's none right now at this moment. They're gonna be back soon and be Lknvpsynk. That's the Lknvpsynk podcast. 10 minutes in the Lknvpsynk podcast. I don't know how much what I said that you heard because they keep cutting my videos. Skynet's a bitch. We're doing it anyway. Fuck it, we're going live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. This is the Lknvpsynk podcast. I was like at the park today listening to music, and then they're driving all these loud cars by, and they're doing it synced with the music, and like drowning out the music. So like right as the verse starts, there's like a loud semi driving by, or a truck with a trailer going, or both, or a loud motorcycle and a loud semi, or a bunch of loud trucks or whatever. And it kept happening over and over, synced with the music, and like drowning out the music, being a bitch. It's like anytime I listen to music, they gotta do that. Or like, even if it's not super loud, it's just to like distract me from the music. Or it's a fly flying up in my face or whatever. But it's like anytime I listen to music or anytime I'm making music, they gotta distract me and like make loud sounds and shit. And do it synced. And they do the same thing with movies too. Like if I'm watching a movie or a YouTube video, like when there's edits in it, they'll sync, and like in music they'll sync like when the beat drops and like when the beat switches up or whatever, or like when it goes to the hook, or when it changes from one verse to another, when the last verse ends or whatever, right when the song starts, etc. At different moments like that, they'll sync. Skynet, DJ Skynet will sync with music, the sync sounds. And then they do the same thing like when I'm watching a movie, like when the scene changes from one to another, or like when it goes to the opening credits, or when the opening credits end or whatever. They'll sync. And then they'll sync with music, like with the song lyrics sometimes. Like sometimes there'll be people having a conversation nearby or whatever, and they'll say whatever the lyrics are saying at the moment that it says it. They'll say it with like a word that they're saying or whatever, or a couple words or whatever that the song is saying. They'll be saying it at the same time. Lknvpsynkp0dka5T. And I think that is the end of this episode of the Lknvpsynk podcast. Tony 08 says synced up. Yup, it's synced up. It's Lknvpsynk. All these cars are driving by are Lknvpsynk. Any jets in the sky right now? Oh. I think I maybe heard a sink bat when I opened the door, though. I heard a bat. I don't know if it was a sink bat, but it was right when I opened the door, though. I just heard it one time right when I opened the door. So I don't know. Was it a sink bat? Probably. They got those. Is it the sink bats? Don't sink. This dog is barking sink. That's a sink. These cars are gonna sink. That's a sink. A car. I think he's sink. Yeah, they're synced out here. Alright. Still synced out there. They're what I'm saying. So I don't know what else to say. They hit me with the dude one time today, earlier, a minute ago. So that happened. I saw a few cops when I was door dashing. That happened. Like it's sheriffs, I think. I saw a few other cops today too. They're walking up scene. They're all walking up scene. Every single cop that I saw today was walking up scene. Just like every day, every single cop I ever see every day is walking up scene. Every single pig I see every day is walking up scene. Walking up, walking up. I'm gonna get a Grammy for the Walking Up Sing song. I better get a Grammy for that. Walking up, walking up. I want to write lyrics to it, but I'm walking up sing. So right now it's pretty chill. There's a few cars here and there. The dog was barking sync, but he stopped now. There's other dogs barking sync earlier in the video. They're walking up sync. The other night, this truck pulled up and he like pointed his headlights at me with really bright headlights. Like he had his high beams on, I think. Had to, because it was extremely bright. Like it was giving me a fucking sunburn. And he was just sitting there and with his lights pointed at me for a long time. Oh yeah, and then when I was walking this morning at the park, go watch my live streams from this morning, but when I was walking this morning at the park, there was a guy with a dog. He had like a light on the dog collar or something. There's like a red light on the dog collar. I thought he was on a bike at first. But it was a dog. And he was walking up sync multiple times. He was walking up sync. He dumped the dog poop in the dog poop trash can sink, and then he was walking up sync multiple times. He was walking up, walking up. So I don't know who else is unsynced out there. If you're unsynced, hit me up. Everyone's synced around here, as far as I can tell. I don't know who's unsynced. And if anyone around me is unsynced, they're probably going to sync around them to make me think that they're synced. And then maybe I unintentionally sync on people that are unsynced because I unintentionally sync on myself. So maybe I unintentionally sync on TIs. I hope not. That would be fucked up. But I unintentionally sync on myself, and I'll be unintentionally syncing when I'm recording. And if it ever seems like I'm syncing, it's unintentional. Skynet is making me sync, making me yawn synced and shit. And I just don't. Like, I can't stop myself from yawning sometimes, and I can't stop myself from sneezing, and I can't. And I can't focus on it all the time either and pay attention to stop myself either. So I'll just be unintentionally syncing all the time, and then I'll be driving around and I'll be pulling up to intersections as a song ends all of the time, constantly, all day, every day. Like, I'll be driving, listening to music, and then I'll pull up to the intersection at a sync moment, like when the song ends or when the verse ends. So I guess I'm walking up sync. I'm a sync bot, but unintentionally though. I think these people driving by right now are doing it intentionally though. And they're walking up sync. Unless the Walking Up Sync podcast, don't sync. Hit the Cash App, PayPal, and vote for Lknvpsynkp0dka5T. And stay tuned for more Walking Up Sync.